Okay, so we have had several questions about how to do division, dividing with the area model. So this is my first attempt at trying to do a video, so bear with me. So first equation we will do is the one that is first on the homework, which is 352 divided by 3. Okay, the first step that I would do with this is I need to draw my area model. When I draw the area model, we'll have 3 sections because we have a 3-digit number. So when I draw this model, and I will divide it into the 3 sections. I just draw a line across the top so the kids know where to put their answers later on. I then have them label each column. This would be hundreds. Then we would have our tens and our ones. Now this one I have slightly modified than the clip that I have shown on Class Dojo and on Google Classroom. With this one, I will then have them break up the 3-digit number of 352. So that is our dividend. So we are actually going to put that inside, but we're going to break it up into each column. So what I mean by that is in our hundredths column, I'm going to put 300. In the tens column, I would put 50. And in the ones column, I would put 2. And I have broken up our dividend into expanded value. Now our divisor goes on the outside, which is 3. I then am going to divide. First thing we always do is divide. So 3 will go into 300 how many times? When I'm in this column, I have to use 100ths. Example, 3 times 100, 3 times 200, 3 times 300. It's always going to be with hundreds in this column. And the next column will always be tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. And then the last one will always be ones. Okay, so here I know that 300 divided by 3, I know my math facts, and I know that 3 times 100 would equal 300, and I put that in the box below it. That is my product when I multiplied. And then I'm going to subtract that. In this case, it just happens to come out that 300 minus 300 is 0, and I don't have to move anything over. In my next column, we have 50. Now I have 3. We'll go into 50 how many times? Remember, we're in the tens column, so that has to be something by 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. So I know that 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 20 is 60. But 60 is too much. So I would have to say 3 times 10 is 30. And I'll put that down here. I will subtract that. 50 subtract 30 is 20. This has to come over here. But I'm only going to use the digit that's in the tens place. Because if I put the 2 and a 0 here, that would be 202, and I don't need 202. I just need the number, or excuse me, the digit in the tens place, which in this case is 2. So I'm going to add a 2 here. So I'm now going to divide 3 into 22. I know my math facts, and I know that 3 times 7 is 21, which is close, and 3 times 8 is 24, which is too much. So it has to be 3 times 7 is 21. I'm going to subtract that. 22, subtract 21 is 1. Now 1 cannot be divided by 3, so that is our remainder. Now my answer for this entire equation is up here at the top in the small boxes. And I usually have them circle that. And that is 100 plus 10 plus 7, which would equal 117 with the remainder of 1. Now I've also taught them and showed them a way to check this. If you're checking this to make sure that you are correct, I will take my quotient, which is the answer of 117, and I will multiply it by the divisor, which is 3. Okay, I'm just going to use my standard algorithm for this. So 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, and 3 times 1 is 3. I then have to add my remainder, which was 1. When I add these together, 1 plus 1 is 2. I bring down my 5 and my 3, and I get my dividend, which tells me I have my dividend, I have my divisor, I have my quotient, and I then have my remainder. So I have all the parts that I needed in my equation. I hope this helps. Again, it was my first video. Sorry for being a little clumsy. If you need anything else, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.